It's Mocha Z and Kirsten G. Beautiful, strong queens, come and listen to 3. Peace and love comes naturally. Powerful, outspoken women listen happily.
It's your girl Mocha.
It's your girl Kirsten G.
Z over here.
And we are POW Radio.
Yes.
So listen, I think we skipped a week and a lot has happened. So what's been going on with Kirsten?
Oh my God, so much is happening.
I knew it.
Yeah. I was waiting for this moment. I was hoping somebody was going to ask me what's something that's happening with Kirsten. So, you guys, I am traveling this week for the first time since COVID.
Wow, really?
And I'm
Traveling how? Because you done been to the
I was
sunflower
about to
place.
say,
You done been to the bunnies. You done been
I'm
to
saying
the
on a
apple
plane.
tree.
I'm
Okay.
traveling on a
okay.
plane.
Yeah. Clarify.
Yes. I have traveled by car. I have not traveled by plane since COVID.
Got you.
And I'm excited, but still a little nervous. I don't know what my experience is gonna be like. I forgot how to pack certain things. That has been my life for literally 10 years.
Watch some of your old
And-
videos.
You know what? And I see where you're going with that. So I want to know, from the people, is anyone else experiencing the same things, or what was some of your, first thoughts when you were traveling? I don't know. I don't even know what to expect.
California, last month or a month before last. And yeah, at first I was like, ooh, it's already a lot of germs, so it's about to be like, ooh.
Yeah.
But they were really, when I went through Atlanta airport, it was all structured. Everybody was spaced out. Everybody was wearing masks, and it wasn't, even though it was packed on the plane, everybody was wearing masks. I had my little Clorox wipes. I was sharing them with people, so we was wiping down after the people before we sat down. Hey, you got to share now. We can sit by each other.
Sharing is caring.
We wipe our roll down. I was I had my Clorox wipe, my gloves, and my mask.
Who did you fly on?
I flew American.
Okay.
So they got people in the middle seats?
Mm-hmm. It was packed.
Oh,
wow.
no.
The whole plane
Well,
was packed.
I have traveled all during COVID.
I haven't. And
she be like,
yeah, I have traveled all during COVID, and I guess the first time I ever flew after the whole big uproar, I was a little nervous, but when I got to the airport, like Zan said, it was very streamlined, very clean. First of all, it wasn't that many people flying, because when the whole impact happened, people just was dead. They're not gonna fly at all. So it was very almost empty with the first time I traveled. But the more and more I've traveled during COVID, the more and more you can see how the airports and the airlines are taking serious about the safety precautions. But I'm flying Delta, so our safety precautions are top notch.
I will be flying Delta as well.
So our safety precautions are top notch. You got to wear a mask the whole time.
Yeah.
They give you a wipe when you're getting on the plane, so you can wipe your seat down, even though they done the massive cleaning before you board, but they give you a wipe. You can wipe your own seat down, just because some people feel more comfortable when they do it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So they give you one when you board, and then they come through the aisle once, and they pass you out a little tote bag sort of with your snack, your water, and all of that. And you keep that, and then they come through the aisle one last time to throw anything away if you want to.
I do have a couple questions. Should I bring a snack on the plane?
You can. That hasn't changed. Before COVID,
I used to order my food though.
Oh well, yeah, they don't serve food unless you are not on Delta. They don't do food on Delta unless your flight is so many hours.
And what about me checking bags? I used to love parking on the international side. Can I not check a bag on the international side?
I don't know, because I don't really check a bag. I just get on and go.
Well, these are some of the things that I have now forgot. When I was traveling, I was clear. I was Sky Club. I already knew what I was doing. I was a bougie traveler, and now I don't know what to expect, not to expect. It could be the same thing. I think I might just be overthinking it.
It's the same thing with masks.
Yeah. Same thing with masks, and I don't know, am I taking too many bags now? Because
your limit for bags is the same. You know what I'm saying? How you pack. It's really up to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. So leave a comment below, you guys, if you are just now traveling. It's now October, and things kind of stopped during March, so that's kind of what's been going on with me. I'm trying to figure out outfits to put in my bag, and it's I'm just overwhelmed of, I don't really know what to do.
I'll tell you one thing I have changed for COVID, and then I guess we'll check in with Z, but I used to wear maybe dresses or shorts when I fly, but now I'm wearing tights or pants. I guess I feel some kind of way about my legs and stuff being exposed.
Germs just going all up in there.
So I mean,
not all of
not
in there.
up in there.
Why
is germs going up?
No, but you know, like dresses and shorts was comfortable. Man,
You just not finna do that to my friend. Like
not when I travel, okay, man. Not when I travel.
Listen, that's growth, and I'm
not when I travel. Never when I travel. Never when I travel.
Okay.
Not when I'm traveling. Now, once I get there, that's a different story.
Okay.
But not when I'm traveling.
Hope you guys
But
remember
but anyway, I have been like I used to wear like my comfortable dresses or some comfortable shorts and just get on the plane. But now I'm all about the tights or the pants or something.
Do you take
like
a shower before you go traveling?
Always.
Okay, me too. I didn't know like.
But I did that before COVID too.
Me too.
Unless I was leaving right from work.
Get there.
Yeah.
If I'm leaving right from work, then I'm showering right when I get there.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever I go outside and go back in, I take a shower.
I know.
You have to take those clothes off at the door, not nowhere else.
And put them in the washing machine.
Put them right in the washing machine, because that's straight.
You don't want them to contaminate nothing else.
Nothing contaminate. But anyway, that's what's going on with me. Leave a comment below. Let's check in with Z on random facts.
Okay, guys and girls.
She's so excited about this.
Ooh, yeah.
Did you know?
Random
Did you know?
freaking facts, okay? Did you guys know?
No, ma'am, we did not.
Well, hey, you're going to learn this today.
Okay.
A rubber band will last much longer when they are refrigerated.
First of all, who's putting rubber bands in the freaking refrigerator?
First of all, who cares? Like, why do I care if a rubber band lasts long?
Hey, some people need
Is
rubber
this like
bands,
an age thing? Like only people.
Are you talking about them old school
age?
brown rubber bands?
Hey,
that tell your hair out if you black?
Ooh.
They tell your hair out. Don't let your
should wear rubber bands.
Well, if they was in the refrigerator, they might
rubber
be
bands
better.
wasn't built for black people here.
She said if you had them in the refrigerator, they may not tell your hair.
Right, they might not.
That's like putting batteries in the freezer. Like, why you go home? Like, why you got the batteries
They might
in
not. That
I
is
don't
crazy.
know.
That might work.
We should
They might
test it
save
out.
our hair if we refrigerate them.
The
first.
band,
Somebody try that and then
And
comment
then comment
below.
below. If you put
I don't have
rubber
any
bands
hair
in your
anymore, so I
refrigerator-
can't try it. So,
I'm not going to try it. So somebody else.
I probably won't try it either, but I support whoever does try it. And please let me know if you need a hand going through this. I'm here for you. Listen, you better put that rubber band in the refrigerator.
And we want to see all the steps. Like, from the moment that you
like,
put the
yeah,
rubber bands in
make
the
a
refrigerator,
YouTube
how
channel
long
for
you
it.
leave them in there, and then,
Make a page
and then
and
when you
stuff.
actually start using them on the hair,
see
make
them pull you
videos.
out.
Yeah, make videos. But, honey, them brown rubber bands pull out black people hair. I don't care what nobody say.
They possibly
They
used
do.
for office supplies, not your hair.
Really?
Yes, that's why they're not in the hair
Okay.
supply store.
Child, that's a random fact right there.
Ooh, girl, yeah. Listen,
Office supplies.
Hey,
Somebody should have told us. Or my
that's
grandmama
just
or
us
somebody.
being resourceful.
Yeah.
Somebody should tell my grandma. Because
I'm
that
about
is
to go
not
down to
what
the
we use
office,
rubber
get all the rubber bands. Kids got all hair supplies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Exactly. All the rubber bands.
Okay, here's another one. The dot over the small letter I is called a title. I didn't
feel
know it
like
was
I
called
knew
something.
that.
I'm sorry, what?
The
It's
dot
called a
over the
title.
small letter I is called a title. I didn't know that.
I
I
feel
didn't
like
know
I
it was
heard
called
that
It's
that
not a
somewhere.
dot over an eye.
Who thinks about the dot? Most
Hey.
of the time, people don't even put it.
I was
right
just about to
there.
say,
Teach
do
you, they
people-
I'm
don't
gonna start
say
saying that at the
I,
title.
But
Okay,
don't forget the
cross
title.
your T's and add your titles.
Who says that?
No teacher ever.
There's not one teacher that has ever taught me that.
Ever.
Cross your T's and don't forget your titles.
Not
No
in
teacher.
elementary, middle,
Listen,
high.
that's what you need to comment
college,
below. If you are a
masters.
teacher,
Right.
comment
Did
that
you
you have
know?
ever taught them.
First of all, did your
that was
teachers
called-
know to teach that?
Right.
Nobody
Did it-
knows that. And
Did
who
anybody teach
decided
you?
to call that a title? Like, who said this is what we're gonna call that? Dot.
My name is, so I spell on a K-I dot. No,
Title.
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 So is it I title? Title I.
Title, I guess, is at the top. So
Yeah,
maybe
so
title
K-
Should you do
I-
it first? or
Title
what?
I, R-S-T. I mean, R-S.
She'll do
R-S-T-E-N. Girl, the I title threw me off, baby.
You
But
can't
now
know
she
her
long.
name.
It's complicated now.
You don't know how to spell your own name.
Yes, it's K title I RSTEN.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
And they're like, here's the how
Okay,
the
title
did
I.
you know that the dot above the I is really so the I is not what's the bottom part then called?
just the bottom part.
Just the eye.
Random facts.
That's the eye
We got
without
really
the title.
deep here, guys,
Okay, it's
so-
a butt naked eye.
Like, I
A butt
without a
naked little
title.
eye.
You know how people say, "What is this? What type of relationship is it? We ain't got no title." That's the I without the title.
That's the eye without the title.
I without the
Most
title.
people write
Yeah.
their I without a title. I
Yes,
do.
for real.
And I have like 2 I's in my name, and I don't title it.
I actually do write. My name is really just so. Is it pronounced differently then? My name's Kirsten. KIRSTEN. Forgot the title.
No title.
No title.
Hold the
I don't
title.
know. I don't know.
Hold the title. No title.
Okay, I just have one more since we, enjoyed that one.
so much.
There are 293 ways to make change for $1.
Seriously?
How?
Yeah.
And it's only 100 pennies.
Includes change in dimes, quarters, and combination of the two.
I can see that.
Dimes, quarters, and
Yeah.
combinations
So
of
you
dimes
can do a
and
penny,
quarters.
a dime.
She said just dimes and quarters.
Yeah, but all those different combinations, you're not
Yeah.
gonna get 100 pennies. But I can do 2 pennies, 5 nickels,
Oh, I misinterpreted. I thought you said the
dimes,
293 ways
quarters.
could only be done with dimes and quarters.
It said including change in dimes, quarters, and combinations of the two. Dimes and quarters.
Yeah,
That's
so they
crazy.
saying 293 ways with just dimes and quarters.
Not
Make
dimes and
change
quarters.
for
You need
$1.
pennies, right?
It didn't say pennies.
It don't say. Listen to me. That is not what she said.
Hey, if y'all can figure out these combinations, comment below.
Yeah,
Comment below, but I don't think
I'd
that's
like to
possible.
know.
Where'd you
that's
get that
that's
source?
one of them little. You know how on Facebook they going around with those little word problems, and they like if you guess it right, that's one of them little word
What?
problems.
I haven't seen them.
Oh, girl, my
Mm.
mama do them and everybody.
Oh, Lord.
Maybe it's the over 50 crowd.
I was to say, I ain't never seen
That's
no
they
tag and no
entertainment.
word
That's
to
they
fill it
entertainment.
out.
Bless they entertain. Oh, bless they heart.
I'm like, God, everybody playing this game.
What is it, worse for friends?
No, it's
For
like a
older
little math
friends?
problem, but it's like a word math problem, and you got to figure out the answer.
Test your brain on Facebook. Join our group.
Show everybody just how dumb you really are. Like, what the hell?
I can't wait to see the comments about how they can make 293
I
ways
want to see too, because I'm gonna dig
to come
deeper
up with
to
$1
that one. Yeah,
and only use those 2 coins.
and change.
I don't even think that's right because 25 and then you got the dimes.
Hey,
It's always gonna be off by a nickel.
You're going to have to use at least 2 quarters.
yeah.
That's not 293 ways.
I
Hey.
agree.
I don't know.
Maybe
Okay.
it's just written wrong.
I think it's written wrong.
Hey.
But if you know, how to do
know.
it, leave it below because we're still we're confused on.
Obviously,
How?
we
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
do some more research on that one to see if it is possible. See if
Bring
I
it
can
back.
find.
I'm pretty sure you need
Some of the
dimes,
combinations.
quarter. I mean, I think you need pennies and nickels.
I think so too, but
I
that's
think
not
so
how it
too,
read
but-
though.
That's not how I read either.
I'm definitely here for it all, though.
Yeah,
We love it.
Where did that voice
we
come
love
from?
it. We love it.
We don't have no comments about the 293 ways to make change. However, we do have comments about you traveling.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What's the comment?
So you asked a question about bringing snacks, and you absolutely should do that because they're going to give you a bag if you're traveling on Delta. They're going to give you a bag. It's going to have the little mini bottle of Dasani. You're going to have a Biscoff cookie and the mini size pack of Cheez-Its. So if that's going to last you your whole flight, then you good. But if you know you're going to get the munchies, you need to stop and get you a meal, some chips, a Coke, a Sprite, and a bottle of water.
Do they sell
before you
drinks on
get
the plane?
They do not.
Oh!
Oh, but wait. If you are in first class
There's
for Delta
more.
Comfort, you're only going to get a choice of beer, red wine, or white wine. And it's not good.
Oh,
From
my
what's in the
God.
comments.
Okay, so basically, what the comment person is saying is that you need to prepare like you going to the movies. Bring your big bag.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
But you know you can't
So
bring
pack
your
for your
liquids
trip.
over 3.4 ounces through security.
I'll have to buy
so you
them
got
once
to buy
I
your drink
get
once you get in the
there.
airport.
And I'll turn up. I'm just gonna go to the Sky Club. And
Well, that's one way to do it.
I hope they got a to-go plate because I'm taking one to go on the flight.
I know some Sky Clubs are not open. I don't know if they reopened all of them.
Well, I'm gonna check in. Like, which one is open?
Yeah.
Because that's
She
what I'm
gotta
going
know.
to.
Just bring your little snack bag.
I'm about to bring a snack bag.
Depending on how long your plane is. I agree with the person that commented. Depending on how long your flight is, it's gonna determine if you're gonna have some munchies. Like to me, going to the West Coast is always the longest flight of my life. Even though it's only 4 hours, sometimes
It
4 and a
takes
half.
forever.
That last 20 minutes,
What?
I feel like
It do
it's
seem like it's
17
3 hours.
days.
Why it take 13 days to land?
Why?
I was like, for real? We here already? Get down there?
When they come on that thing and say 20 minutes before landing, I feel like that is the
my
longest
God. I thought it was
20
just
minutes of my life.
I be wanting to jump out and just get down there. Just give me a
Free fall.
shoot.
Let me just free fall on this thing.
You got a shoot in here I can use? Because y'all taking too long.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Let out the plane.
I done
Let
seen
out
this
the
Hollywood side 4 times. y'all playing. Land is playing.
Right. Land the plane.
Mm-mm.
So, ladies, listen. I have been looking at our comments over the weeks, and I feel like we really need to discuss tonight about sexual perception. Because I think there's a difference in how men view women and how women view women. Especially with all the uproar of the last couple of months with the Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion song WAP. So let's just start there because I know we're going to venture off into a whole nother world. But
We are.
just to start there, just like, so tell me what your perception, Z, of, from a woman's perspective, of how you felt about the song and the video.
Well, I literally only heard the whole song one time.
Me too.
Just enough to hear
I've
what
heard
the
it several.
hoopla was, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I have mixed feelings.
Me
Because
too.
part of me says a woman should be able to say whatever she wants to about her body and what she want to do with it or what she wants somebody else to do with it, just as much as men say what they want to do with it. They can say everything they want to do to a woman, from the rooter to the tutor, and they're all points in between. But as soon as a woman say it, then it's like, oh my God, she this, she that.
Right.
So I feel that way. I just feel like there's also a responsibility, because I get it, but it's not like you're just showing this on BET After Dark or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You muting half the song just to play it on the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And little girls and little kids know what is being said. Kids ain't dumb now. You know what I'm saying? And
they come out smart.
Right. They emulate. And so I feel like it's okay to be sexual and stuff, but we have an option to show discretion. I just think we need to start showing it. Yes, we can do whatever. Yes, we can. It's all right. We are women here. It's roar. All that. Okay, yeah.
With
but
the strong arm.
Right. But at some point, you need to be like, okay, who's watching this or how? Okay, you know, for this group, you know, I know these little kids is following me or whatever. I'll let this be seen or shown. But for this, you know, make it, adults have to pay more or something or do something, you know, to try to separate, because that's limiting the aspirations of the little girls.
Yeah. I kind of feel similar. For me, on the woman side and the hear me roar type of side, I feel like people want to see women empowered. They want to see women acting as queens and owning all of our pros and cons, so to speak, our strengths and our weaknesses, but in all of the different layers of a woman. And that too is a layer. You know what I'm saying? Our sexuality and what we own and how we present that is also a layer of a woman. And to me, that feels like I'm owning that. I'm strong enough to say, this is what I have. This is what I'm giving you. And there's no doubt about it. Like, you can't take that from me, because that's who I am. And that's part of who a woman is. So part of me feels that way. But I also feel like we do have a responsibility, because I've only listened to the song once and I've only watched the video in full once. And while I don't have a problem with the song per se, I would not be playing the song around my 7-year-old daughter. You know what I'm saying? Not even probably my 12-year-old daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be playing that song around them. I feel like there's a time and a place for everything. And I think we've came so far away from what our true target audience is in the entertainment industry that we just put out stuff for everybody because the money is the only thing that we focus on and not really the art.
And not taking the responsibility.
Right. And I think that's where we waver. That's when we start losing our way. What about you, Kirsten?
I like the song. I've actually played it more than once. But I feel like women, we should have that voice to say how we feel, like really embrace our sexuality, embrace us as women. But I also agree with you guys too. Like, I have nieces, hell, I have nephews that I won't even still play that song around because I'm like, first of all, you're 5 years old. What are you talking about?
Right, exactly.
Right. About to whop you across your face.
Exactly.
Like, first of all, we're not talking about that, girl.
Right.
For real. You don't even know what these letters mean. Okay. Like,
what's your ABC?
What order these letters come in?
yes. So I mean, I do feel like we have a responsibility, and we can censor, I think, the people who you have coming up. Like, I get that part, and I think that's something we should be doing. But I also don't think that we should, like, kind of step back and be like, oh, now I'm whispering, I got some WAP. Like, no, I feel like I should say it loud and proud. So it is still that mixed view or feeling of, I don't know, just embracing yourself.
It's like a catch. It's definitely
a
catch-22.
It is.
Because it's just like, okay, men will be so attracted and they love a woman to be sexy and stripper looking and all this, that, and the third.
But not in the streets, baby.
Right. But then they'll turn around and talk bad about a woman that's like that. Oh, she this, she that, because she's like that. But that's the same way that you want women to be in order for you to talk to them or deal with them or whatever. A regular plain looking girl wouldn't be what you're attracted to because you want this image that's out there, but then you'll turn around and then demean the same thing. It's like, what?
That's the perception. That's the difference in the sexual perception. I think that men see women physically first and foremost. So when they're out and about, even when they're watching it on TV, they like, dang, she bad. Look at that ass. Look at that hips and waist and all of that. You know what I'm saying? They looking at all of that. They don't think beyond that. And I think most women, I'm not going to even say all, I think most women do think beyond that when they actually have a sexual preference. We see the physical because that's how everybody is attracted, the physical. But I think we think beyond the physical when it comes to sexual interaction with somebody. But most men, when they see the physical, the sexual interaction is a given for them. That's something that they want to do because that's what they see. And they already done figured out ways how they can smack it up, flip it, and rub it down. You know? Just by looking at the woman. And it comes off different because even in some of the comments and the things that I read about the video, you have the differences. You have the men that are so disgusted with the video because how dare women showcase their bodies like that? You know what I'm saying? And give all that information.
That same girl at home.
Or going to the strip club every night to see that same girl. Yeah. Meanwhile, your wife at home that's cooking, cleaning, and doing all the things that you say women should do, you cheating on her.
Right.
You posted another question too about how women look at other women, basically, and that kind of goes into what we're talking about. Like, women are altering their bodies just to get the acceptance of these men, because that's what they have put out. That, oh, I need to have a big butt, I need to have bigger breasts, or I need to just and now we have all these deformities going on here. Like,
listen, let me just say this, okay?
She out there now, baby. Let
me say this right now, okay? And comment below.
Yes, comment below.
Just because you got a flat stomach does not mean you are not fat. Okay, I'm gonna say that because girls be out here fat everywhere else. I mean, everywhere else. But because they went and got their tummy done, they out here like, no ma'am. Not when you can still start fires and you burning up and breaking up your inner thigh area. No, not when you got bat wings. Not when your blood pressure's still high. No ma'am. I don't care nothing about that flat stomach.
First of all, skinny don't look good on everybody. Let me say that. That don't look good on everybody. Healthy looks
There
good
it
on
is.
everybody.
Exactly.
But skinny
Ooh.
don't look good on everybody. You gotta go with what
Mm.
God made you with.
I
You know,
just feel
sometimes
like
that
we should
head
just
too
embrace
big and you need a little
ourselves
girth.
more.
Looking like a bobblehead.
Yeah, sometimes them shoulders too
Eat
broad and
something.
you need something to balance that out. You see
Mm.
what I'm saying? Skinny don't look good on
Yeah,
everybody.
it don't.
I
It
just
ain't
think that we
for
need to love
everybody.
ourselves more and just accept who you are. Like, you know what? I'm not the skinniest girl. You know what? When I'm in the gym, I'm looking at everybody like, darn, you know what? They're really knowing how to use these equipments, and I
And
just
this
started
is-
today.
And going
But
back to what
according
women
to what I hear,
think
do
about
it.
other women,
We're
I
judgmental.
think yes, but this is
Yeah.
my thing. I think that if you are out here talking about you got the bag and you bad bitches and you all this, but you have to pay to create this.
Yes.
Technically, you're not. Okay,
You're not the bad.
You just bad enough to pay for it.
You're an avatar at this point. Okay, technically you're not because you could not do that without altering yourself. But if you have all this bag and money, why not go get a nutritionist and a chef and all of this and get healthy so you can really look good and be good as
Yeah.
opposed to go lay on the table because you lazy and you still mentally
And so you can be that
sick.
forever because all of that operation and all those things change your body as a whole.
We can
For
see that
real.
now. Like even K. Michelle as an example.
Oh yeah.
She went through all of that, and you know she was looking like any moment she's going to fall over.
Yeah,
and
was
she
retarded.
said that, but
But
she
she got
still don't look
everything.
like herself
She got
either.
everything taken out.
yeah,
But even taking out her butt implants and things like that, she had a whole health scare just to, you know what I'm saying, get that. Like, who wants to risk that?
Yeah, it's
Who-
crazy.
It's amazing to me that people feel like, and then you know what else bothers me, and this is, I don't know if we on topic, but whatever, the other thing that bothers me is that people want to say that they did all of those things because that's what they wanted to do.
and they may have
But
wanted to do those.
no, that's not true. You can't make me believe
No.
that you personally decided that I'm going to alter my body in that way. No, you decided that based off of what you saw on TV, about what men are attracted to, about all of those things is what
And
alter
everybody
your
look alike.
decision.
They all look alike. They got the same baby hair.
I
They
know.
got the same.
The little
The
swoops.
same. Everybody got the same
I don't
edges.
know.
They got the same.
The same, yeah. Everybody is. The same.
Everybody
They
got
look
the same Fashion
I don't know.
Nova.
Yeah,
Everybody
they all
look
Pretty
the same.
little things.
Yeah.
They
So
all
So how
look
is
the
you
same.
just doing this because you want to
'Cause
look
me,
like?
I
Okay,
just
I'm
want to do
saying,
this
like
for me.
little. What I'm trying to say is like minor stuff. Like I mean, I have a friend. She looks good. She looks so great. She was just like, you know, if only I could just get my breasts done, I would feel good about myself. And you know, she's had kids, so she wants to do this for herself. I don't think she's tried everything. She's worked out. She's done everything, so she wants to do this for herself. So I don't think that.
What makes
because
the question I would ask? I mean, she's not my friend, so I don't really know her details and her
Yeah.
background. But the question that I would ask a friend is, what makes you feel like doing that would change how you feel about yourself?
Well, I think that she would be feeling better. Not like she could just put her bra on and feel.
She could also go get size and get a right size bra,
Mhm.
and it'll lift them just like the same.
We're gonna agree to disagree.
Hey, wait, I would like to vouch for.
I think that's
First of all,
I would
there
like
are
to
women who
interject
really-
into this
She ain't
booty
gonna- she ain't gonna
conversation.
live this down from
It's okay
20
for
years
you
Okay,
to go get
exhibit
those
A.
things. It is okay for you to go whatever.
If
altering
anybody
you
know
want
how to
do.
raise up some boobs, it is Keisha. Okay.
Well, yeah, that's true. So maybe you need
If
to host a boob.
anybody knows
a
how to
boob
lift
rising
up some
class,
titties,
like,
it is Keisha.
If you want to
Okay.
lift your boobs
Without
up, holla at
surgery.
Keisha.
Without
Yes,
surgery.
without surgery.
Okay. Let's
Well,
just say
I'm
that.
just saying from that perspective, and I understood it.
I guess I'm saying that because I know, even in my 41 years of living, that people have different things that have occurred to them in life or happened to them in life that has altered your thinking about different
Yes,
situations.
yes,
Even if it's conversations that you've had with people and your opinion may change.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is there's no way that if you thought for yourself without the interference of all the things that happen around you, which is normal, that you would literally say, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I need to change this, and this.
And
this
then let
about
me say this, because this made me think of this. I've met a lot of guys and guy friends that I've had that say that those things that bother us don't bother them. They
Oh, no,
think
that's
that
so
stuff
true.
is sexy.
Very true.
Right.
We thinking we got a little pouch here, or we
Baby,
got,
they love that
and they be
fupa.
like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's attractive to them. So we
They didn't even know it was called a fupa.
A fupa.
but they be liking stuff like that.
That little cover up over the, you know, keep it warm under there, honey.
awning.
They keep it warm down there. Let me just shade this
You know
area
what?
so it don't tan.
We going the wrong way. We going the wrong.
Bring it back.
We
Don't
going down
go
the
to the
wrong
light,
way. Down the
Caroline.
way. Come on back. Bring it back.
Stay out the light, Caroline. I'm sorry.
We're talking about sexual purposes. Perception.
Perceptions.
But
yeah,
she was
bring
right
back
on it. You know, most times women have picked up things from what we saw or heard and thought that this is what a man wants, but in reality, they could care two shits about it.
They don't care.
This is my thing. Listen, I'm 43 years old. I have never in my 43-year-old life met a man that was like, ooh, you got a belly, so they don't want to have sex with you.
Oh, sure. I ain't
No,
never-
they'll
never.
move that thing
Not
out
now
the way.
time. Not
Thank
now
you.
time.
So
Yeah.
sit down, calm down.
Yeah.
In my 43. Now, I'm just young, but I'm just saying.
I'm just young too. In my
I ain't
41
never-
years, ain't nobody
Not
ever
never,
told me no.
ever. So,
Well,
yeah.
I
That's
agree
real.
on that piece.
That's
and-
real.
Comment below
I'm
if
with
you
you when
agree.
you're
But it still goes back to you just being you. Like, it's once you've already
You have to
accepted
just
who you
love
are,
who you are.
it is
Yeah.
what it is. Like, dude, I'm sorry that, I got a gut. There's nothing I can do about it today.
Hey,
It's going to be here today.
hey. It
Tomorrow
is
it's
what
probably
it
gonna be
You know,
here too.
speaking of that, and this is totally off subject, but I will say I walked a few stairs.
Woo!
Go, girl!
And I walked around my campus at work yesterday.
Okay.
I
See?
figured it out though, guys. I can't tell people what I'm going to do because you know how for some people they need to tell people so they can be held accountable.
Mhm.
But for me, I don't give a shit. I can tell you, and if I don't do it, I'll be like, I just didn't do it.
Yeah.
But if I don't tell nobody, then I'm really holding myself accountable to do it. And for
Mm.
whatever reason, that works for me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, girl.
I know,
See?
girl.
I'm so proud of you, girl.
I'm feeling it. That's how I'm feeling
Not
it.
that I'm altering my body or nothing, because you know she's still gonna be
That
thick
is-
with the titties sitting up.
Listen,
Hey,
that is something that you want to do, and you can do it.
yeah.
Just as if somebody wanted to get their breast done.
Oh, I'm not telling. Don't tell your friend I said don't. She can't get her breast done.
No.
She can get her breast done if that's what she want to do.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I can walk around campus if that's what I want to do. I can go skipping if that's what I want to do.
Man,
Yeah, but see, listen, we can't just all just keep saying just because we want to do and make that the
my
reason. or the
my statement
excuse
is
for
that
doing
people
stuff.
say that all the time, but the
Yeah,
reality
but
is,
the-
if you think deeper, if you really
Yeah,
look at
it's a
yourself and try to figure out
psychological-
why it is that you
Yeah.
think that way, it really would not be something that you really want to do.
Yeah.
That's
like
all I'm
people,
saying.
like people, I was just flipping through and I ran into some post or whatever, but Delicious, remember Delicious from
Oh
Flavorland?
yeah.
She looks so different.
Oh yeah.
Oh, when she did the period challenge.
I don't know. I don't
Oh.
know what that was,
It was
but
weird.
she looks so different. I almost didn't know it was her. And she's still pretty. I mean, she was pretty before, but it's just like, what makes you want to alter yourself to look like this? Because they're all they all look alike. If you put K
Mhm.
Michelle by Delicious,
Well, not
by
K. Michelle anymore, 'cause she lost her
Malia,
breath.
Kalisha, but they all doing the same type of stuff.
Mhm.
So why? What is it? You can't say, oh, just because I wanted to. Why though?
You're right.
Like, what's
That's
the
all
why
I'm saying is that
for
you gotta go
real?
deeper to
For
figure out the
real.
why.
Okay,
You know what
That's
I'm
all I'm
saying?
saying.
Because it's not like you had health issues. It's not like you had like a cleft lip or a broken nose or, you know what I'm saying? It's not like
It's just like if you think just something as simple as why you chose to buy that shirt. You may have saw it on somebody. You may have saw it on the mannequin and thought that's cute. So that
Mhm.
altered your opinion of that shirt and you thought you could buy it too. It's the same thing when you think about your body.
Mhm.
You saw somebody else or you had a conversation or something transpired in your childhood. There is a reason. There's always a cause and an effect, right? So
Mhm.
there's a reason why she feels like all she got to do is that one thing and then life will be perfect.
Yeah.
But typically what happens with a lot of people that I've seen that has done alterations to their body is first they say they just need this one thing. Then they get that
Mhm.
one thing done, and then it's like, okay, well, since I got that done, now I need to do this, and now I need to do that. And so then it turns into several different operations. Like I follow this girl on Instagram, and she was losing weight the natural way originally, and then but she kept having issues with her arm. She was just like, every time I lose weight, my arms are still bat wings or whatever you call it, like that. Yeah, so she was like, she could never lose her arm, but she could lose her stomach and all of that, but her arms were still big, so she was very self-conscious about her arms, and so she went and had surgery on her arms. Then, like a year later, now she having a tummy tuck after she had her second child. Now she having a tummy tuck. Now she feel like, well, that little fupa is bothering her. Well, it didn't bother her before, and she got it off naturally before. But that one surgery on her arm made her feel very comfortable enough to have another one. You see what I'm saying? Now it's like tattoos, honey. You get one, now you got to get more and more. You get piercing, now you get more and more. Same concept.
Yeah, addictive personality.
It happens.
Yes, it does.
Look at Nene. Remember that first time she had surgery, and then I think it came out years ago that whenever she feels depressed or down, she got to go get something else done. From her nose to her cheeks to all that. Teeth, all that. She got everything done. Yeah.
Publicity.
But all of that changes the sexual perception of men and women. Like how women view women.
Yeah.
So just like we're talking about the bodies and the shapes, like for them, they may feel like they're gorgeous. And here we are being very judgmental.
Right. Exactly. Having our opinion.
Yeah,
like,
having
like
our
it
whole
matters.
opinion. Yeah.
They're probably
Being
like,
extreme judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like our
Mm-hmm.
perception of those type of women is different. And they may look at us like, how dare they? Why don't just get that fixed? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we just all out here natural, flopping through the wind, honey, because that's what I do. Just flopping through the wind.
Hey, it is what it is. I just came to a point in my life to where I said, hey, I am who I am at this moment, and if you meet me in this moment, hey, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you catch me at another point, it might be something else, but I'm not finna do
I feel like all my life I've been comfortable in my skin.
Mm-hmm.
But the older that I've gotten, I've become more comfortable in my skin and more comfortable about discussing it with other people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think once you, well, for me, I think once you are in the 30s, you're just like, you know what? I'm so damn sexy. Like, I love my self. Okay.
Well, I always thought I was sexy.
Me too. That's why I said I always.
But it's more like embracing it now.
Yeah.
Like before, I was just like, oh, well, I probably need a jacket because I'm not where I want to be, or oh, I need this, or oh, I need that. I don't care.
I went through a transition.
Just literally, I don't care anymore. I just go out. I just do whatever I want. I wear whatever I want. I'm just gonna be happy, go lucky me. If it doesn't fit you, guess what?
Right.
Those beautiful eyes that God gave you, point them somewhere else.
And
somewhere
else. Get up.
I think for me, maybe because I've always been thick, like from a chubby girl when I was little to growing up, and then I was on steroids for half my childhood. So I've always been the girl in the classroom that was bigger than the rest. I was always the girl in the classroom that developed before everybody. I had breasts and booty and all that in like the 4th grade. And everybody, I mean, I didn't know what I had. Of course, 4th, 5th, 6th grade. When I got to 6th grade, I realized what I had, because that's when you start mixing and mingling with boys and stuff like that. And then they running through the hall, touching your butt and stuff like that. So you realize what you got, you know, in 6th grade. But at first, you know what I'm saying, I didn't know. And so I've always just been very confident, you know what I'm saying? So I never really cared, I guess, what the physical looked like, because what I exude is always going to be confident, regardless of what you see. What you hear and feel from me is the total confidence of a woman that could be a size 2, 6'2". You know what I'm saying? Like, what T.I.
so
said?
funny? So I was talking to this guy, and we have been talking for a couple months, and I started doing the heat challenge, and we had stopped talking maybe like 2 weeks. I showed him the picture. He was like, "Oh my God, you used to be fat."
He didn't even know.
He was like, "Look, I do not mean no harm." He was like, "But for real," he was like, "I never saw you like that.
Right.
Like your confidence and just how, like, I never saw you the way I see you on this picture as, you know, before and after." It was just hilarious. how, like you said, the confidence, you just don't think about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just how you exude your energy and all that. Some people just don't see certain things. I just thought that was so funny. He was like, wait a minute, that's you. Yeah, that's me on that side and that side.
Right.
But yeah, that was so funny. Like, you just, depending on the person. It's just like if somebody ugly, but if they've got this great personality, they're not so ugly to you anymore. They're all of a sudden attractive.
But that's how women's sexual perception is to me. I feel like they see the physical, but they look beyond that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why you see a lot of people being judgmental again. They be like, "How he get with her?" Or how, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just
my
being
first thing, I'd be like,
honest.
he must be cool. He
Right.
must be nice.
They were like,
He must
that's
be-
an
he must be
odd
real
couple.
sweet.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you feel like they don't look like they supposed to be together. Like that.
And meanwhile, they're as happy as I don't know
happy
what.
as hell.
Exactly.
And they don't care what you think.
Don't.
At all.
You know, have you guys seen the movie I Feel Pretty?
Yes.
Yeah.
That kind of
Amy
reminds me of
Schumer or
this,
whatever that
yes,
is.
of the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing of like she's going through these different phases. If only I changed this about myself,
Right.
then men will like me, or
Yeah.
I want to feel
And when
beautiful.
she thought she was.
And when she thought she was,
all
she
that
looked the
confidence.
same.
That's what I'm saying. All that
Right.
confidence that she exuded when she looked the same but thought she looked some kind of way.
Right.
People owned her. Like, she owned everything. So people respected that. People loved her for being just who she was, even though she thought she was somebody else.
Somebody else.
Yes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's my way I was raised too. I don't know.
Yeah, she's like
But-
walking through the street. She's like, "Thank you, sir. That guy was not saying nothing to her."
See, that's me. I'm the one like, ooh, he trying to talk to me.
You want my number? Okay, I'll give you my number.
That's me. That's me. I'm telling y'all. That is me. I can walk into a room and I swear I know the person that's going to try to talk to me.
Oh, Lord.
I'm all of Amy.
I don't ever know when anybody's trying to talk to me.
I do.
I
I
literally
can
be in
tell.
La
I
La
can
Land.
tell, too.
Oh, I can tell.
I do.
Oh, let me tell you who it is. It's the guy that looks at you all night.
Yeah.
Just randomly, though. Like,
Yeah.
every now and then you kind of see him glancing and he look at you. And the moment you get ready to leave, that's when he want to approach you.
Right.
Oh, I had one of those like the other day then, but he was weird.
Sometimes, if I think he cute physically, of course, this was before I got my little boo. But if I thought he was cute originally, I'll just act like I'm about to leave so he can come on and talk.
Boy, come over here.
Come on.
Oh, shoot.
Let's exchange numbers and do all that we're supposed to be doing.
Uh-oh.
Replug me.
Mm-hmm.
No, if I notice that and I think he cute, then I'm just going to talk to him.
Okay.
No, well, you know,
I'll just go up to him and be like, yo, what's up? Like, you been staring at me about 50, 11
I
minutes.
know. Sometimes
You
I
ain't
think
bought me
that's
no
cool.
drink.
But
You
that's
ain't
the
came
confidence
to
in a
say
woman
hi.
that we can then approach it. And then the guy, he's like, do you
I'm
think
too-
that his thought process changes
Yes,
from when he
yes,
first
it
initially
does.
Yes,
saw
it
you?
does.
That's what I was just
Because
about to
he
say.
was idolizing you. He was, you know, scoping you out. And then it was just like, oh, this girl's cool. So
I
does it
always show
change?
guys off.
Sometimes it
Because
changes for the good.
You can. I hate to use the word, but say aggressive, but I'm just not shy, and I feel like I'm not gonna sit here 32 minutes
Not 32.
and just be looking at you from across the
But
room.
31 minutes, you okay.
No, I ain't gonna do that either.
But 30 was
But 32
that
came
was
out.
cut
The
off.
32 is
It
just
flows,
too
it flows.
much. That's
It
too long.
flows.
You waited
Yeah, that's
2
that's
minutes
my
too
max.
long.
If you would have came 30 minutes, I would have waited for you.
Right, 30 minutes maybe, you know, because I had to come in and get situated.
But you don't see me order 5
But 32
drinks.
minutes?
That's
No.
too long, sir.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm a
Yeah, no. I figured like let's talk. We could have been in talk by now, exchanged numbers. We might have danced, had a drink. You
I
know
could have
what I'm saying?
decided if I really like you or not.
Exactly. We ain't got
I'm
time
with
for that.
that.
I can't stand for somebody to stare at me the whole time. Like,
But
you
I'm a little
scared.
on the fence about it.
But
Like, sometimes I can
maybe
approach
he
you, but
thought
sometimes
that
I
too
can't.
of what we're thinking. What if he thinks something about himself? Like maybe I don't have it to. Maybe she won't talk to a guy like me.
But how her being aggressive will probably ease that thought process for him.
Or he might run.
I don't know.
Depends. Like
I feel like
Well,
it
to
comes
me,
off different.
to me, he don't need to come over here then because he's not confident.
Well, he ain't
enough.
came. You win.
so
If,
that
he,
goes
if,
back.
he's, if he's over there doubting himself,
That goes back to perceptions of
No.
like we're saying
over
like
there, I'm good.
how we are like how do we appear towards men?
oh,
Then
yeah.
how do men appear towards how they feel like they appear towards us? So
Yeah. I feel like
he-
if I'm staring back at you and like smiling at you,
That's
you
your
know,
cue.
That's my okay to say you can
but
approach.
do guys
Okay.
know those clear clues? Like,
They
do they
should.
know?
So here's my thing.
I
They
don't know.
should,
Being
because they
aggressive,
always talk
though.
about they be scared to approach women because women be da 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 da. So
They
if
still
a
be
woman
scared.
smile at you, wave at you, or whatever.
Now, if you wave, they gotta know.
I mean, come on.
I done waved at you.
I didn't wave at you, nigga.
But
You
what
you
is it
still
is?
doubt me?
Yeah,
She wasn't talking to somebody else.
what am I supposed to do? This?
What is she?
I done gave you a
I'm
full
supposed to
blown
do
I
all
think
wave.
we need
smoke
to,
signal.
guys, comment below. Like, have you ever felt like maybe something was
You didn't notice the sign.
You didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, not even notice the sign.
Ooh.
First of all, you're too old for that. Like, stop it. I'm just saying, like, the perceptions. Like, you do think like you cannot approach this woman because of X, Y, and Z, or is it easier to approach the woman that is like likable? I mean, the girl that everybody knows, like the girl that everybody looks like. So the girl that is plastic up, that's easier to talk to, or the girl that
that's
you
a good
really
one.
want to talk to. Am I afraid to talk to her?
I
I
think
think-
what Zan does kind of goes as a double-edged sword, in my opinion, because I think you have some guys that want to be the aggressor, but they're just kind of waiting their turn to be the aggressor. And so when the woman comes up and says, "Hey, what's up?" and you know, like she know what she want, and she just gonna talk to you, then that might take them back. You know what I'm saying? They
You
might
done
be
took
like,
his
I want
confidence
to
from
be
his
the
soul.
man in this situation. You done took my man in this.
You're not even
Y'all act like
I
I be up there like, yo, what's up, son? Like, yo,
Is we gonna do this?
yo, B, you been staring at me all night, son. Here go my science, yo.
Are we
Like,
gonna do this or
Wow.
not?
no.
You wildin'.
No, but I'm just saying. This fool said you wild. I'm
So
saying.
comment below,
No,
guys.
I'm
We
saying
want to know
that there have
perspective.
been times that I have been the aggressor, and there have been times where I felt like maybe I need to allow him to be the man.
Oh,
and be
yeah,
the
I do that
aggressor.
too.
That's all I'm saying. It could be a double-edged sword.
I do
I
that
think-
too, but I just think some things is just like, you just need to be a grown up at this.
I agree with that.
Sometimes you just like, hey.
I think for some men, and I guess men really need to comment below. I think they have to get over the fear of rejection first.
yeah.
And then they'll be okay with approaching women and it not just be a sexual.
I had to tell a guy that
So that's
because
what I think that-
he.
Because everybody gets rejected. I know a lot of men that think women don't. But we get rejected.
But see,
too.
the thing is,
Yeah.
look, if you out here dating, you gotta. It's a 50-50 chance of everything. So you just
Yep.
gotta be. If you willing to have a good time, you gotta be willing to be like, ooh, this one wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Mhm.
take the risk.
But see,
and
that's life though.
Exactly.
It's jumping out there and taking a risk. Like, to me, I feel like you learn something in every interaction that you have with somebody. So even if
Yeah.
it don't work out,
Yeah.
I either learn not to approach that type of guy,
Mhm.
or I learned something about me in that
Yeah.
process. You know what I'm saying? So that's my personal opinion. I feel like if men can get over, men comment below. I feel like if men can get over rejection, then they will be more apt to approach different types of women.
Yeah, I agree.
And their sexual perception will go beyond the physical.
Right. I agree.
I think you nailed it.
I think you did it. Ding, ding, ding.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right.
How?
So before Mocha says, let's chop it up and see what the people in the comments had to say.
Yes.
Because we done said a lot tonight.
Okay.
We did, from a lot of different perspectives.
Yeah.
Like, this was really good, guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the first comment goes back to why women may feel a certain type of way to want to change how they look.
Okay.
One viewer said that it goes back to how you are raised. If you are raised in a household where you are told that you are beautiful on a daily basis, so when you go into the world, that's not something that you have to learn. That changes how they perceive themselves first,
I
versus
agree with
allowing
that comment.
the world to perceive you and take that in as how you feel about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts at home versus allowing the world to teach you how you should feel about yourself.
That's
That's
very
it.
true.
I like that comment.
That's
because I
it
believe
right
that.
there. It starts from home.
I do agree with that. You could, and the only reason why I say that is I can remember growing up and my mom like leaving little cards, giving me cards like when I'm getting out the car to school, and it was just like, have a good day, beautiful, and stuff like that. Like, I guess I always felt like I was amazing.
I could say that's probably the case for the majority, but I know a couple of women with daughters who they've raised as best they can, loving on them and all that.
Mhm.
And them little girls now grown enough still choose to
let
be
the
out
world
there
decide.
and
Well,
doing all of
that's
that
true.
and
Yeah.
all of that. So
It's,
But that comes from having other things like opinions and things you
influences
see around you.
Yeah.
Changing. So
Yeah.
I agree with the commenter that it could start from home,
Mhm.
but then as you grow up, you do, like Zan say, have your own perspective on life and opinions and conversations and things
that's
you
when-
allow.
Like we said, the external of everything start to influence you, you
Mhm.
know, and then you start to not accept yourself from what you would learn at home, and you start to compare the two. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know my mama said I was beautiful, but all these people don't think I'm beautiful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
good.
Yeah.
That's
They
something
start
that-
to
that's
devalue.
good.
So now I need to
Yeah.
Mhm.
change.
Was my
something.
mama
I
lying
know.
to me?
Yeah, I know she gonna say that because
'Cause
she my mama.
mama.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah, like what mother tells her daughter she's not cute?
Right. Exactly.
So,
Right.
Mhm.
I obviously must not be because these people didn't like this.
yeah,
picture.
so
I
my
didn't
mom been
get
lying
this
to me
many
all these
likes,
years.
or-
I need
Yeah.
to talk to her.
All right, I think we have time for one more comment. So
All right,
choose
one
a
more
good one,
comment.
girl.
Good
Okay,
one.
okay. So we have another comment from one of our viewers, a young woman who says that she's been out several times and she's played the backseat to allow a man to approach her, but she's also been the aggressor. And what she's gotten feedback from both sides, and she can agree that most men want you to be the woman and allow them to approach you versus approaching them because it's like, well, if you did the work, what am I left to do? If you were the aggressor or the man in that situation, then what were you leaving me to do if you've done it all for me? And some, on the other hand, have said that, well, I was too nervous to approach you because you was with your girls and they was all standing around you, so I didn't want to have to, meet the bodyguard at the door to get in and talk to you.
Right.
And that's
it's
true.
very-
That happens.
Both sides.
That happens. Because I feel like all of us, when we go out, we all looking like, who is that talking to Kirsten? Who is that talking to Van? Like, we looking at each other like, and we can give each other the look like, come get this.
Okay,
'Cause
yeah.
he ain't what I want.
Right, yeah.
And keep it moving. So I understand that perspective as well. I think for the commenter, I'm not really sure. I guess we should ask your age because I think that varies too by what Zan was saying as being the sort of like the aggressor.
Yes.
Because the older you get,
You know what
that
you want.
you know exactly what you want, and so you either gonna take the time to go
And when
for
you
it
say
or
the
you're not.
aggressor, it's not necessarily.
Yeah,
true.
I just put that in
Yeah,
quotations
I
not
know,
to say
because I don't
yeah.
want people to be thinking
like she's
you
attacking men.
Yeah,
but you're
like,
not.
like you going
Give me
there
this
like,
digit,
yo, run me that address,
My
run me
name
that
is Dan.
number.
I want to talk to you. That's it.
Meet me at Red Lobster on Thursday at 8, nigga. Like,
Bring your wallet.
bring your credit card, son.
Okay,
Like,
Dan. Sorry.
That's not her.
I'll
That's
be
not
there.
her.
No.
It's
But
just
just
probably
be,
more of just
you know.
saying like, hey, you know what? We've been
She
looking
just
at each
say
other.
what's up.
Right.
I
I'm
see
saying
you looking
what's
at
up.
me. I was looking at you.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what up? You know.
I would say the age it matters, but it kind of doesn't matter. But it is true as you get older, you're just like, you know what? This is not it.
Yeah.
And then you be like, you know what? That's it over here. Let me just. He's probably shy. Let me go ahead and
Yeah,
get in the
exactly.
front.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Or it
Let
could
me
be
help
like,
him out
you
a
know,
little bit.
You kind well, everybody wants the man to approach you, but you just
Right.
take it too damn long. Like,
Yeah.
hurry up.
Yeah. For
So
real.
listen, with that being said, let me leave y'all with Mocha says. Mocha says that as long as you are confident and comfortable in your own skin, then it doesn't matter the perceptions of other people because you own who you are. That's
Right.
it for Power Radio. Thanks for
tuning
joining
in,
us.
guys. Leave a
Woo!
comment below.
You